Hi everybody, Jim with Ahh-Some. Thanks for joining us today. Now, we've got a beautiful, absolutely gorgeous sunny day. It's 60 degrees here in North Dakota on November 6th. So I have gone ahead and decided we're gonna go ahead and purge the hot tub again. Now, I purged the hot tub 6 months ago, and since that point in time, I have been using Aqua Clarity in my tub on a weekly basis. Aqua Clarity is a brand new product that we just brought to market at the end of the summer. We've been testing it in my tub for the last 6 months. However, we've had testing going on this product for almost 2 years now. We've got well over 100 people currently using it. Prior to us launching it, we had over 100 people testing the product with absolutely phenomenal results. So today we are going to purge my tub with Aqua Clarity. This is the first time I've done this. Now, before we purge a tub, the one thing that I always like to stress to people is to make sure that you're completely prepared for everything that you're going to be doing. So what I have already, I've got my rubber gloves and my rags sitting right here. I've got all of my products that I'm going to be utilizing in my new water once we get started again. So I've got my muriatic acid because I know that my water has a high pH. I never have to use pH up, so just a little bit of pH down. I've got my sanitizer. I've got my Vanishing Act pillow. This gets rid of the minerals, and I've got very hard water, so we let this sit in the tub for 24 hours, and that gets everything out. And then I've got my handy dandy scum ray. If you haven't seen the scum rays on the website, they're a phenomenal tool. Gets a lot of oils out of the tub. So what we're gonna do right now is I'm gonna actually show you how to make up the Aqua Clarity. It's very, very easy to do. When you guys get Aqua Clarity, you're gonna get a box like this. I'm not going to open up the box right now. I've got everything laid out here, but when you open up this box, you're going to get a 6-ounce bottle of Aqua Clarity concentrate with a measuring cup. You're going to get a label that you're going to then put on the bottle, and you're going to get the instruction booklet that has all the instructions on how to utilize Aqua Clarity from start to finish. So the first thing that I want to do is get my label put on the jug. Now we want to do this for safety reasons. This is a chemical, and we want to make sure that we know what is actually in the bottle that we're putting it in. So we've got the Aqua Clarity label right there. Now this is just an old 1-gallon bleach bottle. You want to use a bottle with a child safety cap. So I have a bleach bottle here. Now the bottle that I use for regular time usage, this is a windshield washer fluid bottle, again with the child-proof cap. And just so that way there, we don't have anybody getting into this that we don't want to have get into it. I have this bottle, I had it completely filled, 128 ounces of water, and then I poured 6 ounces out. So that way there, my 6 ounces of Aqua Clarity will be able to fit right in there. Just give the bottle a good shake, open up the cap, pour your Aqua Clarity right into your jug. And if my math was right when I took the water out, we should be perfect. And we are. Put that back there. Then I'll just put the cap back on this. Give it a good shake. Now you have 1 gallon of Aqua Clarity ready to go and ready to use. So when we come back, we're going to go ahead and start the purge using Aqua Clarity. We are not going to use the Ahh-Some gel to purge our tub. This product here, the Aqua Clarity, will allow us to purge and do the weekly maintenance in our tub moving forward from here on out. So when we come back, we'll start the purge process. Okay, so now we're going to begin the purge process with Aqua Clarity. For those of you who have seen my other videos, when we did our last purge, we used the Ahh-Some gel, which is still completely fine to use to purge your tub. With Aqua Clarity, however, you no longer need the actual gel to purge your tub. This will purge your tub for you and provide you the weekly maintenance. So what I've already done is I pulled the filter cartridges out of my hot tub. I've got 1 paper and 4 Tri-X filters. Then I'm going to come over and take off my removable headrests. Not every tub has headrests that will come off. If yours does not, don't worry about it, but mine does, and I don't want any type of bacteria or biofilm getting underneath my headrests. If they do get a little dirty from time to time, a little water and vinegar or diluted Ahh-Some will go ahead and clean those right off. So now with the purge process, the filters are removed. Now you can put these filter cartridges right into the hot tub. I'm not going to do that today because these were just recently deep cleaned, so there's really no need for that today. But you can put your filter cartridges right into the tub. I'm going to go ahead and turn the jets on, low speed right off the bat, and we're going to go ahead and put the Aqua Clarity into the tub, and then we're going to turn the jets on high. So we're going to use 3 ounces of Aqua Clarity per 100 gallons of water for the purge. 3 ounces per 100 for the purge process. So we've got a 2-ounce jar. This comes, or 2-ounce measuring cup. This comes with the Aqua Clarity. And then we just simply pour 2 ounces. Now we've got 4 ounces. Now we've got 6 ounces. So 6 ounces would be good for a 200-gallon tub. I don't have 200, so we've got to keep going. There's 8. And there's 10. And a little bit over 11 and a half. Okay, so we should have enough Aqua Clarity in that tub. Now, we're going to go ahead and turn the jets on high. And once we do that, we should see the tub start to foam up. And get the camera lady all nice and wet. So we should see the tub start to foam up. If you want to come in closer. One of the biggest questions and one of the most often asked questions that I get is how much foam should we have in our tub? This is about it. You do not want to see foam that's 6, 7, 8 inches flowing over the tub. I mean, if it does, it's not the end of the world, but a nice good amount of white foam is kind of what we want. That's a pretty good amount right there. I'm actually thinking I need to add a little bit of water to this tub, so that way there my jets can not keep spraying it out. So we're going to get some water added to the tub and we'll be right back. All right, so we're back. And I'm not even going to cut that last part out of the video. That is going to be included in the final video because I made a mistake. I made a rookie mistake. You've got to make sure you got enough water in your tub when you run Ahh-Some through there, because if you don't, what happened earlier is going to happen. So my water was actually a little bit below my top jets. And when that happens, you get that geyser and the spray, and it's not good. It's not going to get everything clean the way you want it to. So make sure that you have enough water in your tub before you run your Aqua Clarity. We're going to go ahead and turn the jets back on. We're going to let this run for 30 minutes. This is the exact same process from this point forward that we do with the Ahh-Some Purge. The only difference is we're using the Aqua Clarity instead. So we're going to go ahead and turn the jets back on. We're going to let it run for 30 minutes, and then we'll come back and check and see how much biofilm and gunk and crud has been accumulating in the pipes over these last 6 months since we've been running Aqua Clarity in the tub. We'll be back in a little bit. All right, so we're about 10 minutes into our purge with Aqua Clarity. We've got a good amount of foam. It's not too much. It's actually just about right. So the 3 ounces per 100 gallons of water seems to work absolutely perfectly. And as I get in closer here, we're seeing a little bit of biofilm right in there, a little bit right there. Seeing a little bit inside the filter compartment. You can kind of see some right along the edges there. But I will absolutely say right now, granted we're only about 10 minutes in, so we got 20 more minutes to go. But 10 minutes in, it appears that the amount of biofilm in the tub after 6 months of using Aqua Clarity is far less than it ever has been before on any of my purges. And this tub has been purged. Well, this is the 13th purge on this tub. I do it twice a year. So this is a very, very good sign that the Aqua Clarity is working proactively to limit the amount of biofilm growth in the plumbing system in between purges. So we're going to let this run for another 20 minutes. We'll come back and see what's going on then. All right, so we've hit the 30-minute mark on our purge. We're gonna go ahead and turn the jets off, and now I don't have to yell anymore. It's kind of nice that way. I'm gonna go ahead and put my rubber gloves on, and I'm gonna have Amy kind of pan over on the tub and kind of see the gunk that came out. For those of you that may have watched the last purge that we did, the last video, you'll remember that it was extremely disgusting. And I will tell you that from what I can see right here, this is the least amount of biofilm that I've ever pulled out of my hot tub on a 6-month purge. So what that tells me is that Aqua Clarity is working extremely well in between purges to reduce the amount of biofilm that's accumulated. So now what we do really simply is, and this is how I do it, I put on my gloves just because I work in the yard a lot, so I've got cuts on my fingers and I don't want to get bacteria into my body anyway. I just dip the rag into the water and then I simply go right over it and wipe it down. Now you'll notice, you may not notice now, but when you do this, biofilm is very sticky. Okay, it's a saccharide. A lot of sugars in there, so kind of like maple syrup that you put on your kitchen counter. If you let it sit there for too long, it gets harder and harder to take off. So I just come around my tub and I just dip the rag right into this water. This water is going to go away anyway, so I'm not all that worried about it. And I just simply wipe down all the biofilm that's accumulated. My filter compartment is generally the area that I tend to get quite a bit of it accumulating, and there is nowhere near the amount of biofilm that we had the last time. Now understand, when you're running Aqua Clarity in your tub, there's some pretty neat benefits in addition to what we're seeing now with less biofilm coming out on a purge. Other fantastic benefits of it are that after you get on the program and you've been on it for 3 or 4 weeks, at least a couple weeks, you're going to start seeing your sanitizer decay rates go down. The amount of sanitizer that you need to put in your tub, regardless of what you're using for a sanitizer, be it chlorine or bromine or anything else, the amount that you're using is reduced. And this is a good thing. Less chemicals that we have to put into our tub is a great thing. Okay, so I believe, oh, we got one little spot right there that I'll get. And this is really just a quick visual. Get the heavy stuff. We'll do a deeper cleaning as the water starts to drain out. Now we're going to do something here that I've never done before. We're going to actually run the actual Ahh-Some through the tub now. We did the purge with the Aqua Clarity. We saw what came out in the 30 minutes. So what I'm going to do is get a jar of Ahh-Some, and I'm actually going to overdose it. 2 reasons why I'm going to overdose it. Number one, I kind of want to show you what a tub looks like that's been overdosed, that gets too much foam. In addition to that, actually I'm going to put this whole thing in. I've got about 4.5 teaspoons, which will be about a teaspoon too much for my tub. Now, what should happen here is we'll get a little bit more foam than what we should have. When that happens, I have a lot of customers that will call me. What do I do? It's foaming up so much. Don't do anything. Let the foam just do its thing. The last thing you want to do is remove the foam on an Ahh-Some purge. The foam is working. That's what's actively getting into your plumbing system and evacuating all of that bacteria and biofilm from inside the tub. So just let it go. It's not going to harm anything. So we're going to turn these jets on for about 10-15 minutes. Let's see if any more bacteria comes out using the full strength gel and see what comes out. So we'll turn these jets back on, run it on high for 10 or 15 minutes, and then we'll be back with you then. Hey everybody, it's Jim again, and so this is a tub with too much foam. Now I only put in about a teaspoon of extra foam, maybe a teaspoon and a half of extra foam, or of extra gel rather, into the tub. And you can see the difference in the amount of foam that's in the tub. The nice thing is that I'm not seeing any additional biofilm coming out at this point in time. Kind of hard to tell with the light. But everything looks nice and white, even with too much. It's nice and white, so that's what we're looking for. Now, I've had customers call me and say that the foam is just coming up and over the sides of the tub. Again, it's not necessarily going to harm anything. You'll just have to give your tub on the outside of it a nice rinse down once you're done. But this is just a little experiment that I wanted to do after running the Aqua Clarity through for 30 minutes and then really dosing it hard with the gel just to kind of see if there was anything left in there, and I don't think there's much. So we'll let this run for another good 5 or 10 minutes and then we'll be back. All right, so we're about 20-25 minutes in. We're gonna go ahead and turn the jets off, and we're gonna let this excessive foam settle down a little bit. Now there is a little bit of stuff that came out. I'm just a little bit. You can see a little bit right there. We'll see what it looks like once the foam all settles down here a little bit. But as you'll see, even when you put too much Ahh-Some or Aqua Clarity into your tub, as soon as you turn the jets off, it starts to decrease pretty rapidly. All right, Amy's back out here now. So I'm gonna turn the camera back over to her so I can put my gloves on. Always wear your gloves. You never know what kind of bacteria you're messing around with. Additional note too, I don't have this problem, but if, I'm gonna stand over here so I'm not staring directly into the sun. If for some reason you have asthma or any type of breathing issue, lungs, COPD, anything like that, I do encourage you to, number one, probably not stand around the tub when it's purging, and wear a mask. And I can't get my thumb in my hole here, but wear a mask. The reason being is that there are airborne particulates as well, and you know there is a Legionella bacteria that gets into your lungs that can make you very sick, especially if you've already got an underlying condition. So Legionella is one of those things that's an airborne particulate. We want to make sure that if you have a lung issue, definitely wear a mask just while you're doing this. So the foam is almost down completely, and so again, a little bit of stuff, but not a whole heck of a lot. I can see nothing there. You kind of brush the foam away here a little bit and kind of just see what's accumulating. Nothing really accumulating. A little bit of stuff right there. All in all though, not too bad. So what, again, that tells me is that the Aqua Clarity did a great job of purging, not only purging the tub, but also, like I've said before a few times, it also did a really good job at being proactive in reducing the amount of bacteria and biofilm that accumulated in the tub. And that's a phenomenal thing. That's exactly what we're looking for. And that's exactly why you want to use that as a weekly maintenance. And just get the benefits of utilizing your hot tub. The goal of a hot tub is to use the hot tub, not to sit here for hours and hours every week trying to, you know, get the tub to where you can use it, where the water's clean and the water's clear. With Aqua Clarity, your water's going to be darn near perfect all the time. You'll have to add some sanitizer, and then of course, when you refill your tub, key component is getting your pH balanced. So we're going to run this out here. I just drain this right into my yard. Does nothing but help the grass turn green. We'll bring this around. I use a sump pump, 3/4 horse. Drain this tub in about 10 minutes. And off we go. So we'll get that water out of there. And then once the water is pretty much drained out, I'll hit the jets button and cycle the jets real quick, just to push the rest of the water that's in the plumbing system out. You can use a shop vac if you want to. I just find it to be easier just to turn the jet switch on and turn the jet switch back off. It shoots everything out. Yeah, that's about it. So we'll come back here in a few minutes once the tub is getting a little bit lower, and I'll show you how I just rinse it out with the garden hose. Okay, so the tub is about a little over a third of the way drained. So at this point, once I start seeing my jets, I just get my garden hose, put my little jet sprayer on, and then all as I do is start spraying down. There's really not much here, which is good, but I'll just spray this down. Anything that's kind of stuck on there, it just kind of comes right off. Put a little more attention into my filter compartment. And we'll just let it drain down a little bit more. But we're about halfway done. We've been, I guess, draining now for, I don't know, 3 minutes. About 3 more minutes, it'll be 3 or 4 more minutes, it'll be completely empty. And then we'll do a good wipe down, and then we'll start the refill process. So that's pretty much it on a purge. Again, I just use the garden hose as it's draining down, pushing. Generally, it's just a little bit of foam that sticks on the side. That first purge with the Aqua Clarity got the vast majority of everything. There was a little bit that came out on when we used the Ahh-Some gel and did some overkill on it. But all in all, pretty good. So I'm just gonna let this finish draining out. I'm gonna keep doing this. You don't need to watch that part. And then we'll come back here in a little bit, couple more times, just to go over a few more ins and outs of this process. But all in all, we're pretty much done with the purge. Now it's just getting this cleaned out completely and then refilling it and getting the water balanced. Okay, so the water just got down below my last jet, and you know that happens, you'll hear it gurgling. So all I do, hit the jet button quick, and then turn the jet button right off. And then turn the jets on. And then just simply, I'm gonna take off my gloves now, turn the power to the hot tub off, and then I'll have to finagle with my sump pump here a little bit, but that's pretty much it. All right, so we've got the tub all completely cleaned out. The water is now starting to go back into the tub. So all in all, pretty successful, pretty easy. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You give it a good wipe down, a good spray down once you get all the water out, and then you start refilling it. Don't be worried too if you can't get all the water out of the bottom. That's completely okay. We're gonna add extra sanitizer when we start it up anyway. So anything that's free floating in there will get killed right off. So, all right, it's gonna take about 2 hours, I assume, to fill this tub up. We'll come back then. Hey everybody, I just wanna thank you for watching today's video. I just realized now that there's no way I'm gonna be able to get back to the hot tub tonight to kind of finish off the process after it's filled up. I'm fighting the sun and I'm gonna lose that battle. But I did just wanna, first and foremost, thanks for watching the video. As you can tell, I'm not a professional anything when it comes to video or whatnot. I do the best I can just to try to pass along all the information that I can. With regards to Aqua Clarity, I can't say enough about this program and how much of a game changer this is for your hot tub. water that is going to be so crystal clear, it's going to shine. Clarity, the water's going to feel soft. That's the one thing that I've really noticed, is that the water feels extremely good on your skin when you're in there. Benefits are extended use of sanitizer. It's going to stay in there for longer. It's going to help your pH stay more in balance. You're going to find that you're not fighting the pH war, which a lot of us fight. It's going to get rid of the cloudy water, the green water. It's going to, if you've got a saltwater system, this is what you absolutely need with your saltwater system. This is going to reduce the wear and tear in your salt cell, and it's just going to allow your tub to work more efficiently. Calcium buildup, mineral deposits, all of that stuff is all going to be impacted by using Aqua Clarity in your tub. In addition to the fact that you're going to save a lot of money. Just that one jug of Aqua Clarity will last a 400-gallon tub an entire year. So I do highly encourage everybody to take a look at Aqua Clarity. If you want to continue to use Ahh-Some, absolutely go for it. But Aqua Clarity is going to do the exact same thing as Ahh-Some, plus more. And if you can get plus more and reduce cost of maintaining your hot tub, then that's an all-around great thing. So again, thank you so much for watching the video. I apologize that I'm just simply not going to be able to get back by the time the tub is filled up. It's going to be dark out, and I have a hard enough time doing videos as it is with light, let alone without the light. So if you've got any questions, as always, don't ever hesitate to contact us. We're at Ahh-Some.com. If you want to look at Aqua Clarity, Ahh-Some.com/Aqua Clarity. Our email address, our phone numbers are all over the website. If you call us, we'll answer the phone. If you email us, we'll send you an email back in reply. We've also got the chat function on the website. So there's multiple ways to get a hold of us if you've got questions. Again, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day, everybody.